sound bath. As I mentioned, our intention today is peace, and we're almost at the top of our emotional vibrational frequencies, so each word we keep getting just like a higher vibration. So we can each set a one-word intention. Mary, you can go first, and it can be related or unrelated to that of just how we want to feel.
Related to peace.
Or unrelated.
You could patience.
Perfect. That does bring peace. Ben?
Mine would be showing up would be what came to mind. And then I like peace as well. That's good.
Perfect. Roshana, welcome back. Connected. And Jeff.
Joy.
Oh, joy. That was Mondays. Very good. So we'll start flat on our back today. We're going to get a really great grounding practice with all of the energy and hustle and bustle that's been of this week. So let's just begin with one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Beginning with an inhale, fill your belly and your heart with that peace. Exhale, let go. Another breath in, breathe that peace into your body. Exhale, let go. One more breath in. And let it go. Bringing your hands to the floor, and with our side-to-side windshield wiper, letting the knees roll off to each side. And really for these first few minutes, just let go of anything else from the day or the week. And use this hour to find that peace in your body, your breath, and your mind. We'll get the last windshield wiper here. Taking your left ankle over your right knee. Exhale, pull the right knee towards the floor, 30-second hold, just decompressing that lower back. Let your body soften to the ground, nowhere to go. This hour, just for you. Take one more breath on this side. Sighing it out. Beautiful with the breath. Switching to the other side. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Pull the left knee to the floor. Again, full surrender. Can you soften through your face? Letting your eyelids rest heavy. Imagine your body just melting into the ground. Take one more breath here. And exhale, let go. Coming back to the center with our feet hip distance apart. Tuck your hips so your lower back is pressed onto the floor. Right heel up to the ceiling. And slow hamstring kick. So about 50% speed here. Again, peace is all about slowing down, enjoying the moment. Keep the lower back pressed into the floor, hip flexor working just a bit. Great job with the pace, everyone. Last one. Leg comes up to the top. Same slow pace out to the side. And then across the body. About 4 or 5 of these here. Keep your whole back pressed into the floor, especially that left glute. Don't let it peel off the ground. We'll get last one. Grab for the edges of your right foot. Single side happy baby. Exhale, pull your right knee towards your right armpit and hold. Each breath, can you draw that right knee closer to the floor while keeping the left glute and lower back pressed into the ground. Slow, deep breaths here. Taking the right ankle across the left thigh, supine figure 4. Lift your left foot off the ground. Right elbow comes into the right knee. Exhale and pull the shin closer to your chest. Inhale, ease off the stretch. And continue with that cadence for about 30 seconds at your own pace, exhaling to pull the shin towards you, and then inhaling to gently release. Just a gentle figure 4 with a little bit of a rock back and forth, front to back. Again, take your time finding enjoyment in the slow movements today. Slowing down your breath. Slowing down your nervous system. Just already feel yourself more relaxed. We'll extend the left leg straight. Right leg comes across the body, supine twist. Just a static hold for today. Looking over that back shoulder, or that right shoulder. Pulling that right knee to the floor, or right knee to the floor. Right arm across. We'll spend about 10 more seconds here. Pulling that knee into the ground, twisting the body, breathing into the belly. Letting go of the right side and coming back to the center. We'll repeat those all on the left leg. Make sure those hips are centered before we begin. Hands flat on the floor. Lift your left leg up to the sky. About 50% pace than we normally do. Slow, lower, slow lift. You guys look beautiful with that gentle pace. You can follow me or just trust your body to move intuitively. Flexing that foot to get that extra hamstring stretch. And just notice that control and that calmness that comes with these slow, intentional movements. We'll get last one to the top. Now opening the leg out to the side, keep the right side of your lower back pressed into the floor, and then pulling the leg across. Nice little IT band stretch. Beautiful work, everyone. Just feel that relaxation, just melting your body into the ground. Last one across. Grabbing for the edges of the left foot. Single side happy baby. Draw the left knee to the left armpit. 30-second hold. Breathing into that lower belly. Full exhales, releasing any stress, any tension, knowing all of those small things can be let go. Crossing the left ankle over the right thigh. Same repetitions of that figure 4. Exhale to pull the shin towards you. Inhale to ease off at your own pace. Here we go. Exhale, pull the shin towards your chest. Inhale, gently relax. Exhale, pull the shin towards you. Inhale, ease off the stretch. Core is engaged and try to drive that knee away to get really into that left hip. Get the last one here. Extend the right leg straight. Left leg comes across, supine twist to the left side. Static hold here, looking over that left shoulder, letting that left side of your low back just decompress. Just again, allowing yourself to rest easy against the ground. Just noticing how only 10 minutes into practice, already feeling peace and calm and ease in the body and mind. Beautiful work. Unwind from that side. back to the center, feet come outside of the mat. We'll get our knees caving in towards each other. So feet outside the mat, let your knees concave in towards the center. Just about 5% effort. You're gonna feel this one deep in the hip capsules. Really great opener for the hips to begin. Just allow your whole body to get soft into the ground. 10 more seconds. Feel your belly rise as you inhale. Feel your body soften as you exhale. One more breath. Bringing the knees back to a neutral position. One last happy baby on our back here. Double leg happy baby, just standard one here. You could take any variation. You could rock, you could stay still. You could extend the legs out. 30 seconds, whatever variation of happy baby that feels best for you before we get our way into some seated work. Get one last breath here. Bringing your knees together into a small ball. Forehead comes to your knees, 5 or 6 rocks up and down the spine. And we're all going to land in a seated cross-shin position. And from this seated cross-shin position, just taking a gentle spinal twist, one hand outside of your leg, exhale, twist, 10-second hold to the back wall. Unraveling from that side and switching to the other side, inhale through the center, exhale, gentle twist. Make sure we're breathing in this twisted position. Coming back through the center. Forward fold over the legs, 30-second hold. Simply just melting over the shins, head can rest heavy. A gentle but effective stretch for the hips and the lower back. Full belly breaths in and out. Let your whole torso just melt over those legs, inching the arms forward just a bit for a deeper stretch. 10 more seconds. Coming back up to our seat, different seated stretch. One side bend each way, again with a hold at the bottom so elbow comes to the ground. Exhale, side bend, reach the lat long, 10 to 15-second hold. Sending your breath to your top rib cage as you reach that top arm as long as you can, both glutes glued to the floor. Slowly press through the center and then switch to the other side. Exhale, side bend, reach that top arm long as you can. Feel that lat rib cage opening, 10 to 15-second hold. Again, send your breath to that top rib cage, reach the fingers towards the side wall. Back through the center. Switch so that the other shin is in front, just to get a slightly different sensation here. And then forward fold, one more 30-second hold at the bottom here. And I'll notice some slight differences in the hips with just switching out with. Maybe try to reach your elbows a little bit further forward to get a deeper hip stretch here. Hips glued to the ground, one more breath. Pressing back up to the top. Getting a couple stretches for our neck in this seated position. One hand outside of the temple. Exhale, pull your ear towards one side. We're not forcing, and then we're stretching the opposite finger. Slide your hand to the back side of your skull, and then gently bring your chin towards your chest. 30-second hold. Now again, being very gentle with the neck. We're not forcing, we're just gently guiding. With that hand that's against the floor, can you pull your fingertips a little further away and finding the angle where you feel that side and back of the neck. Breathe into the upper back, 10 more seconds. Feel all of the tension leaving through the breath, letting any weight go off of your shoulders. Gently come back to center. Release that hand and switch to the other side. Very gentle. Exhale, pull the ear to one side. Grab for the back of the head, and then chin comes down to the chest. Actively pulling the opposite finger away towards the floor. And we're breathing into this neck trap area here. And just notice where you might be holding tension in the body. Breathe that relaxation into any tight areas. 10 more seconds on this side. Coming back to the center, letting go there. Bringing the feet forward, fingertips facing towards your hips. 30-second shoulder stretch. Exhale, dropping the elbows to 90 degrees. A little bit more of an intense stretch here. Trying to keep the elbows back and use your core as much as you need to hold yourself up. You're gonna feel this one pretty intensely through the shoulders. It should feel intense, but no sharp pain. And 10 seconds to hold. Breathing into the chest, and then with each exhale, you let those elbows fall back a bit more. One last breath. Slowly easing up out of that pose. Legs come straight in front. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, melt over the legs, reaching for the bottoms of the feet. Soft bend in the knees. Just a 30-second standard forward fold. And if you'd like, you could squeeze the bottoms of your feet, squeezing the arches of your feet, or just rest in the forward fold. And each exhale, reaching the top of your head towards the top of those feet. Trying to let your torso melt over your thighs. Get one more breath here. Sliding up to the top, we'll get last seated one. Legs come out to the side into our full pancake straddle here. And just simply reaching forward. Allow this one to be a little bit more passive. So trying not to force, but just let your upper body really rest heavy. Just make sure those knees are up towards the ceiling. And with each exhale, can you let your whole upper body rest? 10 more seconds here. Relax through the legs. Coming back up to the top, and then we will swing our legs around into our tabletop, into our first cat-cow of the day. So nice flat back here, starting with an exhale, rounding up to the top. Let's do a 10-second hold at the top of our cat-cow. pull the shoulder blades apart, pull your hands apart, press your shoulder blades as tall as you can. Feel that space opening in your back. And then exhale to soften, arch the back, drop the belly, lift the gaze. 10-second hold here. Again, trying to stay gentle in today's variations. Back to that inhale or exhale, pressing up to the top. You'll breathe while you're up here, spreading the shoulder blades apart, tucking your chin and sending your breath to your shoulder blades. One more arch the back, lift the gaze. Coming into our puppy dog, inching the arms forward, letting the chest drop to the floor, forehead or chin on the ground. 30-second hold, allowing the heart, the chest, shoulders to open. With each exhale, can you allow the chest and the heart to open towards the floor? 10 more seconds here. Staying down on the elbows, slide your elbows back to bring your arms into a more supportive position. And from here, similar to a cat-cow, but just your lower back rounding and then arching. 30 seconds, just straight up and down. Sometimes we do our circles, just a little bit of a lower back contraction and then arching that spine. Keep your abs engaged as you round, drawing the core in. And then as you arch, you'll feel the muscles just above your tailbone. Opening up that hips here. We'll get last one. Staying down the elbows, slide your feet and then your knees out to the side into a frog. A little bit more intense here. Trying to remain relaxed, just a 30-second hold. Stretching out those hips, those inner thighs, and letting your upper body and head hang heavy. Trying not to resist, but instead letting the body just melt towards the floor. Staying relaxed, even in the discomfort, 10 more seconds. Sliding all the way forward onto your belly. Bring your legs to about hip distance apart and pressing into an upward facing dog for a bit of a hold here. Pressing up, 20-second hold, compressing the lower back. For more of a stretch or more of a compression, you can squeeze your quads. Pull your shoulder blades back, keep the core drawn in, 10 more seconds. Lowering back down to our stomach. Right arm comes out to the side, right ear on the floor, left leg and left elbow bend, kicking up and over into our scorpion. 30-second hold. Let that head rest heavy into the ground. And can you allow yourself to just melt into the floor? Remember that intention, that peace. Letting your body and mind relax. One more breath. Slowly rolling over, simply switching to the other side. Left arm behind. Kick the right leg up and over, rolling onto that shoulder. And once you arrive, just let that ear and head relax into the ground like a pillow. And see how much you can just let gravity do the work here. Trying to roll onto that left shoulder, opening the right hip. Make sure we're breathing. side. Coming back to the center, tucking your toes, pressing up into an upward facing dog for just a moment, and immediately up and back into our downward facing dog. Be here for about 30 seconds, pedal out the heels, the calves. Really trying to press each heel all the way into the floor. Last one. Tippy toe your way up towards your hands. Toes facing inwards. Soft bend in the knees. Hands come underneath your toes, tucking your chin, rounding your spine up to the top. Let's do a 20-second hold. Now decompressing the lower back. Trying to let those shoulders lengthen. Soften in the knees, pulling yourself towards the ceiling. 10 more seconds. Let go of the fingertips. Elbows, one hand wraps on the elbows here. Exhale, forward fold, ragdoll. And let your body just sway side to side. Just about 20 seconds here, maybe shaking your head yes or no. Emptying out all thoughts through your head. Just being and just breathing. Finding that peace and that stillness as you sway. Last sway here. Let go of your hands and start to roll up one single vertebrae at a time, taking our time, keeping the chin tucked. Head is going to come up last. Making a fist with our hands, elbows straight, shoulder rolls up, back, down, and forwards. It might feel a little bit crunchy. Just trying to find that full range of motion. Maybe you close your eyes, feel your feet against the ground. Reverse direction, shrugging back, forwards, and down. Trying to make as full of a circle as you can. Last one. Fingertips just reach towards the floor. Chin down to the chest. Today, just some half circles. So tilt your ear to the right. And then tilt your ear to the left. Tracing a half circle against your chest. We'll be here for 30 seconds. And really take your time. Make sure our core is engaged. And this little half circle just allows you to feel the most stretch through the backside and the traps. Make sure you're breathing into your upper half of your body. 10 more seconds. Trying to trace every millimeter of this half circle. Great job with the breath. We'll get last one. Let's all grab you're gonna do opposite of me. You're gonna grab for one wrist, step 1 foot behind, and then side bend towards the side with the leg behind. 10-second hold. Breathe into that lengthened side. Come back through the center, switch sides, grab the wrist, carefully step behind, exhale, side bend, 10-second hold. Breathe into that rib cage that's on top. Come back through the center. Cactus the arms, back bend, lift the chest. Inhale to rise. Exhale, bow forward, melt all the way down to the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold all the way, and then inching our way into our high plank. From our high plank, lowering down to our push-up to upward facing dog. Sit the hips back, Child's pose with an elbows variation, reaching the hands behind the shoulder blades, 30-second reset. Just checking in with your heart, your body, your mind. About 15 more minutes of some movement. Finding that inner peace, one more breath. Coming back into our tabletop, second round through of our cat-cow. Same idea with 10 seconds at the top and at the bottom. Exhale to round, pressing up to the top. See if you notice a difference in that upper back. Does it feel more open? Pull the shoulder blades apart. Inhale to arch. Lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Exhale to round, 10-second hold at the top. Can you press a little bit taller? One more arch to the bottom. Inching our hands forward into our puppy dog, but this time to the side of our mat, right side of your mat. Left thumb is up, drop the left shoulder to the floor, 30-second hold. Letting your forehead rest on the back of that forearm. The goal is to keep that left elbow straight. Breathe into that left side, expanding that side. Inching to the other side of your mat, left side of your mat. Right arm straight in that lat variation of our puppy dog. Breathe into the right ribs. With each exhale, can you let that armpit and shoulder drop towards the floor, feeling that right rib cage. Coming back to the center, to our elbows. One more round of that frog, bringing the knees out to the side, 30 seconds. And just noticing if the hips feel a little bit more opened. Can you let your body fully relax into the stretch? About 10 more seconds here. Rolling all the way onto our stomach, one more scorpion, and then we're gonna get into some lower body stretches. Right arm to the side, kick the left leg up and over, 30-second hold, round 2. And again, noticing if on this second round, you can go a little bit further, your body's feeling a little more open. Maybe melt a little bit more relaxed into the ground, 15 more seconds. Slowly rolling over to the other side, last time for the scorpion. Send the left arm to the side, roll on over, try to make it nice and smooth. Landing with that foot on the floor, ear and head can just rest onto the ground. Leaning onto that left shoulder, palm flat on the floor, opening the right knee to the side wall. Ten more seconds here. Breathe into that belly, full expansion of the breath. Slowly rolling out of that side, pressing up and back into our tabletop, And then immediately up and back into a downward facing dog. Pedal out those heels once again. And we'll get into our lower body sequence, just so you can mentally have a heads up. We're gonna do some longer minute poses, so just prep your body through the breath with that, knowing that the more you relax and surrender, the easier the stretch becomes. We'll get last pedaling out of the heels. Big inhale, sweep the right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, step the right foot all the way through. Immediately drop the left knee to the floor, hands inside of the foot, and then option to come down to the elbows if we can. 1 full minute hold. We'll get a few long stretches on each side, and then we'll transition into our sound bath. Breathe into the lower belly, let the right knee fall off to the side. Can you relax that back left hip? Make sure you're breathing. And remember, you can always access that peace and that calm with each big breath. Twenty more seconds here. Can you soften that back hip? Almost there. Sending the hip backwards into our half split. Hips are square and centered with a flat spine. Exhale, melt over the right leg, deep hamstring stretch. And another timed minute, trying to reach the hands as close as you can to the foot or past the foot. Breathe into the belly. And as you exhale, can you reach the crown of your head towards the top of your foot? Feeling that deep hamstring stretch, you might feel a little bit of shaking. You are halfway there. Again, every exhale, an opportunity to reach that chest longer over the leg. You probably have a little more range than you think. The more relaxed you are, the more your body will be pliable and flexible. Last 10 seconds. Two more on this side. We're going to slide our left knee forward, right leg straight. We have our saddle. For our saddle, we always want to feel our quad and our hip flexor and not our kneecap. So if you feel your kneecap, just adjust accordingly. Option 1 is tall up on our hands. Option 2 is down on the elbows. Most advanced option, option 3, all the way on the floor. 1 full minute here, we're almost there. And choose again whatever option your body is tolerating today. If you're down on the ground with me, you'll feel your lower back as well. And try to soften that left glute, that left hip. Great job with the breath. Maybe close your eyes, opening your heart. Starting to let this routine really integrate into your body, your nervous system. Full opening, full surrender. Almost there, last 10 seconds, and then just one more pose on this side. Using your hands for support, press yourself back up to the top. Bring your right shin forward, left leg behind, swinging the leg into a full pigeon, and immediately into a full pigeon hold, 1 timed minute. Letting your chest melt over that leg. The heavier, you can let that torso rest on that shin and that thigh. Relaxing the right glute. Reaching your arms far in front of you. Maybe closing your eyes, letting your hands rest on your mat or the back of your palms. 30 seconds. Letting go through the breath of anything that is not adding to your peace. Almost there. Last breath. Sliding the hands back towards the right leg. Tuck the left toes. Pressing up. Send the right leg back into our high plank. And you're just going to immediately step the left leg through into that low lunge. Take a breath to get there. And then 1 timed minute on the hands or the elbows. Let that head rest heavy. Our final 4 poses, 4 minutes of movement until we transition to our sound bath. Breathing that softness, that relaxation into your belly, into your hips. Let your whole upper body just melt. Let gravity do the work. Big inhales and exhales. 20 more seconds. Send that hip back into our half split. Make sure our hips are centered. And then exhale, forward fold over that leg, trying to keep a straight spine. Trying to reach the hands past that foot. With every exhale, again, an opportunity to just melt over that left thigh. A little bit of shaking is okay. 20 more seconds. Notice how present you feel. Staying with the breath. 2 final poses. Slide the right leg forward into our right leg saddle. All the same rules apply. We'll ease our way into our tall, medium, or low saddle. 1 minute surrender. Our last 2 minutes. Letting this whole feeling just integrate. You scan your body from the top of your head, down your face, your chest. Feel the rise of your body and fall. Your hips softening, arms and legs just melted into the ground. 15 more seconds. Just notice how good it feels to rest and receive. One last breath here. Slowly using your hands to press out of that pose. You'll slide your left leg forward. Send your right leg behind. Final pose of the day. 1 full minute pigeon. Finding that optimal angle for your body. Trying to relax through the glutes. Let your body surrender. Just let yourself fully relax. Relaxing through that left glute. 15 seconds. Last breath together. There is no rush, but whenever you feel complete, make your way flat to your back into your Shavasana, with your heads facing the bowls, your feet facing the back wall, palms up to receive, and just let yourself fully relax. Now would be a good time to grab a sip of water if you need it. Close your eyes. Stay present. And now for the most relaxing part of your day. Close those eyes. Stay with the breath. And if today is your first sound bath healing, know that there's nothing you need to do. If certain thoughts arise, that is perfectly okay. And for the next 10-15 minutes, just be open to receiving, knowing there's nothing you need to do but to be at peace. With every breath, you feel your body just getting heavier into the floor. And every breath, you feel your eyes becoming heavier. And our intention for our sound bath healing is going to be that vibration, that feeling of peace. And we will begin.
setting you can imagine. You find yourself laying on the sand on a peaceful, quiet island far, far away. You gaze out at the turquoise waters of the ocean, and the ocean is so still, it looks almost like a still lake. These aqua blue waters, they calm your whole soul and your being. Just you with yourself, alone in stillness, gazing out at the tranquil aqua water. So serene, so still, and you just find yourself enjoying the art of being and doing nothing at all. Feeling the rays of the sun shine down on your skin. The perfect day, the perfect setting. And you can feel this peace, this quiet, this tranquility being absorbed into every cell of your body. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Let yourself be at peace. You feel as your energy is both refreshed and renewed, yet calm and grounded. And you easily carry this feeling of peace and ease and flow into the rest of your day and your week as you glide through the rest of your day. With a last deep integrating breath in, breathe in this peace into your heart, into your soul. Breathe it in.